You got to pay a price for winning. But most people aren't willing to pay it. They may pay it once, but literally you got to pay it every single day. And the crazy part about that is the price changes daily. Just like the stock market goes up and down, the price of winning changes on a daily basis. And you got to be willing to pay that price, whatever it is on that.
All right, guys, very good morning. It's Monday, and Monday is International Chest Day usually for most people. And for me as well, because today is chest day, it's a push day, and I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this day actually since last Friday when I had my last push day. So yeah, woke up, did my cardio. I drank 2 liters of water. Water is very, very important. You should always aim for at least 5 liters in most cases. So I already drank 2 liters of water, had my breakfast, so meal 1 is already in. And now we have my beautiful pre-workout meal. And guys, look at this. Just look at it. This looks fucking amazing. It's just a treat. And honestly, in prep right now, it's almost crazy to think about how much more you appreciate food. So I really appreciate food right now. I've been very grateful for every single meal that I have. And that's something that you definitely don't have necessarily in off season. Once again, this is the meal. I'm gonna eat it right now. It's 80 grams of ESN rice pudding. The consistency is amazing. Then we got 100 grams of banana and 20 grams of dark chocolates. And I got it into these very little snippets, very little chunks, and I just spread it out all over the bowl. So I'm gonna enjoy this now. Then we're gonna have a push day, a very nice push day. And this week I'm currently heading into 5 weeks out. 5 weeks out of my bodybuilding show. I weighed in at 89.5 kgs this morning, and the birds are very happy as well. So I'm gonna eat this. I see you guys on the way to the gym. Also, I'm gonna wear this Flame Ashita zipper. It's actually a little cold outside. Again, dropping this Thursday, 25th of March, 8 p.m. Central European time and 3 p.m. Eastern time. Use code Chakir to support me and get a discount, of course. And be fast with the Demon Slayer items because they will go fast, 100%. Okay, guys, one last thing before I go on the way to the gym. This is my pre-workout shake. So I have a pre-workout shake, I have an intra-workout shake and a post-workout shake. The pre-workout shake consists of 30 grams of essential amino acids and 30 grams of highly branched cyclic dextrin. I also put some pre-workout in there as well. And we're also gonna have a post-workout shake. So I'm first gonna drink this one, and then I'm gonna get 30 grams of highly branched cyclic dextrin again, and 30 grams of essential amino acids for my post-workout shake. Very good. So obviously I'm gonna reuse this bottle and do some highly branched cyclic dextrin as well. I still believe there's 20% off on everything, so make use of it with code Chakir, of course, for the highest discount. But having an extra source of energy in the form of highly branched cyclic dextrin is something I would definitely recommend if you lack some energy during your workouts. These are carbs that enter your system very fast, so you will like immediately feel a sort of energy spike. Just some extra carbs during your lift. And you're not gonna fucking eat rice cakes, for example, in between your sets, because that's not gonna work. At the start of prep, as I mentioned earlier in a video of mine, my car broke down. So the whole engine basically blew up and I couldn't drive, of course, anymore in the car, because if you don't have an engine that's working properly, the car won't drive. So I was literally having my whole cortisol spiked, very stressful at the beginning of prep, that I wasn't able to take my car to the gym anymore where I was going to. But then I remembered, I still have a gym here in the town where I live. I still have 2 legs because my fucking bike broke as well. And I just went to the gym, this prep, every single day by foot. Although it's half an hour, this got part of my routine. So literally in the face of adversity, I've decided to still go to the gym, still do my workout, and I managed to do this on a consistent basis, and now it's part of my routine. And now I don't want to go with the car anymore to the gym. All right, obviously warming up first. I'm gonna do dumbbell press. I do have a lot of pain with my rotator cuff actually, so the colors are changing. So what I've been trying to do is first warm up a little bit, and Wesley Vissers gave me this idea of getting a cable stack and then just grabbing the hand pulley and just moving your shoulder or your forearm all the way this side, so you basically make your rotator cuff stronger. So that's what I've been doing to tackle my rotator cuff pain, which happens actually in my sleep because I move all the way. And yeah, it's actually been getting better now. So I hopefully can do the 60 kgs again and don't experience any pain. But let's warm up. Oh, they actually changed the lighting to a good color for once, so that's nice. So what I'm actually trying to do this time is keep my pump cover on for a little longer. Although I am sweating a little, this is just way too drippy to immediately take off. And also, if you keep your pump cover on for as long as possible, the muscles that you train, so I train upper body today, my push muscles, they will stay warmer, so the pump later on will get better. So I'll try for the first few exercises, although it's going to be hard because I also want to check my pump, to keep this on. And then we're going to have the surprise factor and take this off and see how crazy the pump looks, because I feel like today is going to be a crazy, crazy look. But okay, one more warm-up set and then I'm going to move on to the 60s. Alright, time for 2 back off sets. 20% less weight and just get as many reps as possible. Okay guys, I feel like waiting for a very long time is not gonna do it. I'm already sweating. I already had my pump cover on for a whole exercise. So it's time to take it off under this hopefully holy lighting. So let's go. I'm not sure what it looks like, but I'll check later in the mirror. So next exercise obviously gonna be chest flies. My favorite chest fly machine of all time. We have another one here, also from Max Pump, the same brand as the back exercise I did in my last video. It's good, but nothing really tops this machine. Like Arsenal Strength, if someone is watching from Arsenal Strength, like a manufacturer or something, you guys did a fucking good job. So keep it up. Oh, that's way too light. So as you guys can see, I'm wearing the Demon Slayer joggers again. And I'm right now at an episode, because I'm watching Demon Slayer at the moment, where the last episode was so fucking sick, like it gave so much power, and I almost got emotional from what was happening in the episode. I watched it this morning during cardio, but that energy from that episode is still in my head, and I'm gonna try and transcend it into this set. That's why you should watch anime, because sometimes it has a positive effect on your life and, for example, your training, because a lot of things are very similar. Maybe not exactly in the same way that they are training, but you're fighting against something, and I'm also fighting against this fucking machine. Okay, that was actually plus 2 reps, so it helped. This was the evidence. Okay, we're moving on to shoulders. I don't do a lot of weight for shoulders, as I mentioned in one of my earlier videos as well. I feel like shoulders is something that you have to be very careful about. And why? Because with your rotator cuff and everything else going on with your shoulder, you can get injured very fast. So I would honestly prefer to keep the rep range a little higher. And while keeping that rep range a little higher, you're also using a little less weight. And intensity is key here. Like, I'm not trying to ego lift and do as much weight as possible on shoulders, because as you can see, even with relatively light weight, they're still growing. So take that advice with you and see if that helps if you're experiencing a lot of shoulder pain and you're maybe a little bit ego lifting. Okay, actually I did the weight that I was doing last time as well, but my range of motion wasn't fully down, and that's because if I go more down than this, if you know what I mean, I just feel my rotator cuff way too much. So this way I'm still training my shoulders, just going until 90 degrees and then going up again. And it's all about stimulating, man. You're not trying to show someone that you're very good at shoulder press. No, you're trying to stimulate the muscle, and then you're gonna go home and recover. That's bodybuilding 101.
If I got 22-inch arms, what the fuck does it matter how I got them? The point is, I got them and you fucking don't. And let me tell you why. Because you have a negative mentality, you're weak-minded, and you're never gonna accomplish your goals. Because I'm telling you right now what you need to do, and you're telling me you can't do it. I can't. You can't? Are you fucking kidding me? You just said I can't?
Okay, last exercise is going to be lateral raises with a cable. So this one really isolates your shoulder. So again, you don't need a lot of weight here. Just try to stimulate the shoulder, really feel the movement. And I do 3 working sets here as well. Last exercise. After this, we're going to check my pump.
I don't need a chick, bro. I need a rifle and ammunition.
Okay, never mind. This is going to be the last exercise. I always try to do some abs on my push days. Again, I want hard blocks on stage. Last time I did this, I actually got very bad cramps in my ab. So that could mean 2 things. I wasn't hydrated enough, or I didn't have enough electrolytes, or both of them. So I'm properly hydrated right now. I have put enough salt in my intra-workout before my workout. So I really hope I don't get any cramps right here. But if I do, again, it's another measure point, and then I know that I have to add more electrolytes later on. So I'm gonna just put a very small amount of weight here and do 3 sets until failure. All right, guys, just finished up. Let me put this a little higher. Just finished up with the workout. Went extremely well. Pump is there, and for 6 weeks out, I'm just very happy at the spot that we are. Gonna have my post-workout shake right now. ESN, highly branched cyclic dextrin, and essential amino acids, 30 grams and 30 grams. So gonna drink this, and before that, actually, I'm gonna pose. So the lighting isn't the best here, but I still need to obviously show you guys what the shape looks like. Just keep in mind that the lighting here isn't the best, but let's see. So just finished my push day. Obviously amazing session. Walking home right now. The jacket in my hand because it's super warm, so only wearing the Hashira zipper for now. But again, a nice push day. I feel like everything is really coming together right now. Last couple of weeks. And I also like to have this talk after my workout. I feel like the endorphins are going through my body because I just had a crazy workout. Pump is there, so I'm properly pumped up. Honestly, with my rest day last week on Thursday, I was struggling a lot. I was very much struggling. Hunger is really creeping in right now. And I got my adjustments as well for this week, today. Cardio is going up. We are going to push a little harder right now for fat loss. So right now it's really gonna begin, and I gotta fully embrace that suffering. And while embracing that suffering, as I've told you guys before, in that moment you are literally right now at 5 weeks out or 6 weeks out, going into 5 weeks out, you are separating yourself from the pack. The moment that you are now trying to embrace the struggle, embracing the suffering, still doing what needs to be done every single day, that's gonna separate you from the rest. That's gonna separate you from you and all the other guys. So I just gotta keep on pushing it this way, keep believing in myself. I've been doing this consistent for weeks already, and I'm not going to stop. The drive is super high, the motivation is super high. So when things get tough, I can think back about these thoughts, for example, what it does to me. Another crazy thing is just the separation I've got right now in my legs. The last few posing videos, I'm not gonna lie, I had some insecurities about my legs for a very long time. I had an injury. I didn't want to show my legs a lot, and if you're following me on Instagram, you can now see that I'm actually posting everything of my whole body, a lot more. I'm just being honest with you guys, because I finally feel like my legs are up there with all the other body parts that I have, especially my quads. I feel like for the hamstring there still needs to be, I still have to do a lot of things, but for quads I feel like they are at the same level as some of my other body parts. So it's just nice to see that density and separation coming through. Very excited what it's gonna bring in the upcoming weeks.